Everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a July wrap up. I'm also going to be including the books I read in June because I didn't do a wrap up for that month. So this is going to be a combination of books I read in June and July. Okay, so the first book that I finished in the month of June was Spy X Family Volume 5. This one was so jam-packed. It was like, this just took like a different turn, but in a good way. And I'm glad it did, because the ending of it, I'm just like, wow, so we going there, and it's getting complicated. Love interest now is like, you know, within the story, so we're getting a little bit of conflict with love and everything like that, and it is so good. It's so good, and I can't wait to read volume 6, which I have with me. But volume 5 was like absolutely amazing. All the characters, all of them together, just amazing. Like, it was just like, reading this series honestly is just such like a breeze, and you just feel like it's such a good time, honestly. Like, if you're ever feeling down, if you're ever feeling upset, like, just honestly reading this whole series like will uplift your mood. Or if you don't want to read it, watch the anime. Just really glad that I read this. It was really enjoyable, so funny. And the next book that I read that I finished in July, and that is The Path to Self-Fulfillment by Sakina Hirschfelder. I know her last name will get easier as I, say it more often. But I finished this book, and this book was great. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Oh, I also forgot to mention, obviously, I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. But this one also, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it. It was a really good book on just personality and how to discover yourself, and how to combine that with the worship of Allah. And also, like, it talked about communication and relationships, forgiveness. It talked about how to really take care of yourself. And I really did enjoy this book. It was a really short read, and there's a lot of good pointers. The only thing I didn't really like about this book, it was how the chapters were divided. Like, I feel like within like the first chapter there was like a lot of content, and I feel like it could have been divided, like, instead of including like all those like mini like sub chapters, I guess, and like the whole main chapter. But other than that, this book was really great, really amazing. I love this so much. I think it's a really great book if you want to really improve yourself, if you want to get to know yourself more, and also in combination with, worshiping of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you want to not only have the like psychological insight on how to like really discover yourself and, carry out self-fulfillment within your life, but also from an Islamic perspective and from the Quran and the Sunnahs of the Prophet ﷺ. This book is great if you want to dive into more of your personality and really discover yourself through the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also learn how to find self-fulfillment from the Quran, from the Sunnah, and just how to take care of yourself, how to interact with relationships, how to understand people. Like, it's all included in this book, even though it's so short. But I'm telling you, it's a really great book. This book came when I really needed it the most. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book, and yeah, it was a good read. So the next book that I'm going to be mentioning is The Muslim Woman's Manifesto, and this is 10 Steps to Achieving Phenomenal Success in Both Worlds, and this is by Kashmir Mariam. So this book, I was reading it for a little bit, and then I paused because I was like, not really feeling it. So I started reading this book. Then in this book, I was like, not feeling it. Went back to this book. I was like, okay, not feeling it. Went back to this book. Finished this book. And then I finished this one. In this book, it talks about how to be basically like, I don't like to say the modern Muslim woman, but it kind of is about how to be the modern Muslim woman, in the sense of that, like, this world is always constantly changing. There's different ideals that are popping up, and like, just things are changing, and the environment and whatnot. So this book talks about how to stick to your Islamic identity despite the changes of the world. And it's broken into chapters of just ways in which you can basically succeed in both this world and in the next world. Another thing that I really like about this book is that it also includes exercises. So at the end of each chapter, she has like a prompt that you can do on your own, and I think that's a really like great added feature in this book, because it just makes then what you've read and then actually practicing it, or just like writing about it, even more like adaptable into your life. Like, you can actually like go about it. So yeah. So the next 2 books that I read, I don't have them in physical form, but I do have them digitally. And so the first one is The Strength in Our Scars by Bianca Sparacino. And this one's basically about just healing, and it has a bunch of poetry, prose. Yeah, it's basically about self-love and just moving on and healing and just finding really peace in yourself. This book I really enjoyed. Like, her writing is amazing, and just the messages that she has, it was just so like, it was heartwarming. Like, I just felt it in my heart. I'm like, oh, that's so true. Like, her words are just so beautiful. I have so many screenshots of the pages of just each like page of the book, and it just, it was so beautiful. I don't know, I'll like put a couple of like pages from the book on the screen just so that you can understand like how beautiful it is. This was like hands down 5 out of 5 stars easily. Like, within the first few pages I was reading, I'm just like, wow, like, this is literally amazing. So again, if you are going through like any type of healing, or you want some type of encouragement, or you're trying to really like learn how to just appreciate yourself and really love yourself, I think this book is like really great. It's like so beautiful, and it's so short too, and just her words, her writing, all of it is just so beautiful. Like, honestly, like, I want to read more of her books, and I added them to like my Goodreads list, so I can't wait to read more books by her. Again, that's another thing I love about this book. She just like encourages people to like see their problems or what has happened to them as a strength that they now have, and not as a weakness. So, and then the last book that I read and then that I finished in the month of July, I don't know why I was thinking about that, but the last book that I finished in the month of July is A Sign of Affection Volume 4. Oh my gosh, this one we're getting, so at this point they're already a couple, but it is just so like, Yuki is just like, now, like, okay, so like Yuki obviously, like, oh, I don't want to spoil it too much, but okay, at this point you already know they're in a relationship, but Yuki and the way she goes about it, and the way she's trying to like navigate through like this like new relationship, it's just so cute. She's just like so timid and whatnot, and Itsumi, like, he's just like so calm, so relaxed, but like he's just so understanding, and he's so protective of her, and I had to pause too many times. I'm just like, wait, no, hold on, this is just, it was so cute. It was so cute, and I just love it. I'm so glad I read it. I can't wait to read Volume 5. I'm telling you, this book is like the only book that I could probably read from beginning to end, and like my cheeks are just like high, like my cheeks like hurt. So the drama's getting real now in this volume. So yeah, I can't wait to read Volume 5 because things are escalating. Yeah, so those are all the books I read in July/June, and July and June were a pretty good reading month. Even though June I was pretty slow with reading, but July I was able to like kind of get back on it, and I was also able to finish my reading goal of 20 books. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe at the end of the year I'll do like a whole video on like, you know, how I was able to accomplish reading 20 books. Honestly, like, this month was a really good reading month, and I'm hoping that August too will be the same. And if there are any other books that you've read in the month of July that you really love, please let me know in the comment section below. Let's talk, let's chat about it. And yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.